Gentlemen, today we're going to be doing a video, and this is a topic that is close to my heart, and I do have a reasonable amount of experience in this. So what I'm going to tell you is not based on facts, there are no numbers, it's just my own thoughts from somebody that has been in this position. And the video today is, why do we fall in love with our translators? So, why do we fall in love with our translators? And it's not just me that's done it. Don't just look at me as if it's my problem. There are so many guys that have done it. And speaking from experience, okay, so I'm going to tell you why I believe. And the reason that I'm talking about this now is that there's been a lot of comments on my videos about translators, and I've even got emails from guys who actually fell in love with their translators. So it's something that I never really thought too much about. And then when I did think about it today, it all kind of made sense. And so I thought I'd make a video and I would share it with you for any of those that may be interested. And before I give you my true thoughts of why I believe that this happens to certain guys, you need to understand a little bit about the guys that go on these tours, guys like me. So I've met a bunch of guys, like so many guys on these tours that are serious or on this journey of mine, however I've met them. And with the young guys, I always connect well with them, and I always connect on a level where I learn a little bit more about them. With some of the older guys, like you sort of don't really, you don't get to that stage where you understand why they're on this journey of theirs. But one thing that is common with, I'm going to say 90% of the younger guys that do this, is that they have a backstory. Okay, now if I told you my backstory, you guys would wonder how the hell I even get up in the morning. But it would make you understand why I went on this journey to begin with. It was because I was looking for something exceptional, because I believed that I deserved something exceptional based on what had happened to me in the past and who I was in the past. The other guys are the same, and I thought my story was bad. Some of these guys' backstories of why they're actually here and why they're doing this and why they're actually looking for something that is absolutely phenomenal is unbelievable. I won't tell you any of the stories because out of respect, because I know that some of the guys follow my channel, but some of them are absolutely horrendous. What the ex-girlfriend or ex-wife did to these guys when they were in these relationships. And when you hear these stories, you understand why they want something that is exceptional and they don't want to go back to something or risk going back to something that they had before. And a lot of these issues, 100% I'm going to say, a lot of it is based around trust. So they trusted a girl back in the day and something bad happened. So their trust for women is at an all-time low. Me as well. That's why I'm here, okay? You can sort of see where I'm going with this. So we meet a translator or an assistant that we've employed to come and help us, or a company has given us a translator. These translators wait on you hand and foot. Okay, so I remember, I'll give you an example. My first translator that I had, one time I had a headache in the morning and I said, I've got a headache, I can't be bothered doing much today, whatever. She turned up at the hotel with vitamins and water and juice and whatever it was to get rid of my headache that I had at the time. For me, I thought that that was so freaking amazing that some girl was doing that actually cared that I had a headache and thought about this. And you're probably thinking, before you start writing comments or pushing the dislike button, yes, I know she is paid by the company, okay? I know that she is paid, but if you look at her contract or whatever it is that whoever she's working for, it doesn't say in there that she needs to do these things. She needs to translate for you and try and find you a wife. But they go to this extra step, and maybe they're doing it because they get a good tip at the end of it, whatever it is. But for guys like me, and for the other guys as well that this has happened to, all of a sudden you've met this girl, and she is waiting on you hand and foot. She cares about you. She's looking after you. She doesn't want anything bad to happen to you. She's making sure nobody does anything bad to you at all. And so you start to fall in love with that. You fall in love with the fact that you can trust this girl. that she won't do anything bad to you. And a lot of guys, maybe it's subconscious, I don't know, and guys won't realize it, and I didn't really realize it going through my journey, because I have fallen in love with a few of the translators. So when you're doing this this type of mission or journey, I like to call it, trying to find a girl that you can trust in an industry that is so scam focused, and so much bad stuff can happen to you, and so many girls can take advantage of you. To find a girl that you actually trust, and she doesn't have to be the hottest girl. She doesn't have to be the stereotypical Ukraine beautiful girl. She's just somebody that you trust. And if you followed my journey through a romance company when I met my last girlfriend, I even realized that I'm making a video, and I realized that what I was actually looking for, I was looking for somebody that I can trust based on my previous relationships from back home. The thing that really attracts me to her is she's funny and we get along, and she's hot and all that sort of stuff, but it's just that I have such a strong feeling of trust for her, and I know that she would never do anything to actually hurt me, and I think that is what I've actually been looking for.
This is the exact moment when I realised what it was that I was actually looking for. I just wasted the last 7 years of my life with somebody that got caught going behind my back. I then entrusted Dream Connections to help me, only to be let down by them as well. And I just spent the last 2 weeks with AFA, only to be chewed up and spat out by the scammers. What I realised at this exact moment was that I was actually just looking for somebody that I could trust.
So for me, finding this, it's like not a needle in a haystack, but it's hard to find. And when you do find it, you realize that that's what you want. You realize that you just want a partner that can not cheat on you, that will not do anything to hurt you, that you can trust. And for me and the other guys that have fallen in love with their translators, I believe, based on what I've seen, that's actually what they are looking for. They're looking for somebody that they can trust. And these guys that fall in love with their translators, I believe that these guys are genuine, really looking for true love. They're not looking for the big boobs and the big lips and all that sort of stuff. They're looking for something that goes deeper than looks. So looks doesn't become like an important part of their journey, or maybe they don't realize it when it happens. And I know, because it's happened to me. It's happened to me a few times, and maybe some of you guys know that. I'm not saying that it's right or wrong to go for this. I'm just telling you my thoughts on why guys fall in love with their translators. It's because they trust them, and they are looking for the perfect mother, the perfect wife, whatever it is. They trust them, and that's really what they are looking for. I tried to do some research on this, but I couldn't find anything like this. And I thought that there was something about how patients fall in love with their nurses, but it's not. It's actually the other way around. Nurses fall in love with the patients, like the Nightingale effect or something like that. It's kind of like the reverse of that. There's a girl that's looking out for them, that really cares about them, that will do anything for them. Yes, it's their job, but the translators at some of these companies, they do go to extra lengths, whether it's for money or whatever. But guys like me, we're a sucker for it. So just my thoughts anyway about why guys fall in love with their translators.